Donald Trump soft launched national martial law, talking about DC, but then saying, we're going to look at New York City, we're going to look at Baltimore, we're going to look at Oakland. And the media is mostly shrugging, and a lot of Americans have become desensitized to this. This is a red alert, my friends. Some of the changes that Donald Trump made to the tax law, I don't agree with them, but they're not sirens going off, right? This is that. Donald Trump announcing that he is invoking Section 740 of the DC Home Rule Act, taking control of the DC Police Department. Listen to this.
And worse. This is Liberation Day in DC, and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. And
there is no more dry run. It is happening right now. And I know that no matter what I cover, some people write in and they say, David, you're downplaying the threat. And others write in and say, David, you're hyperbolically overplaying the threat. This is an authoritarian nightmare, and you only need to listen to Trump. Go straight to the source. I always say, CAPS, critically analyze primary sources. Go and listen to the full press conference, and you will see that there is no context that could make this okay, other than Trump saying before all of it, the next 45 minutes, I'm just going to be saying things I don't really mean. That's the only context that could mitigate this. Here is Trump saying, we are going to use the language of violence, which is the language they understand.
Until you knock the hell out of them, because it's the only language they understand. But they fought back against law enforcement last night. And they're not going to be fighting back long, because I've instructed them and told them whatever happens, they love to spit in the face of the police. As the police are standing up there in uniform, they're standing and they're screaming at them an inch away from their face. And then they start spitting in their face. And I said, you tell them, you spit and we hit. And they can hit real hard.
Did you notice that during Trump's press conference, even the graph he used talking about crime was demonstrative that crime is down? D.C. had precipitous drop in crime rates, in murders and violent crimes. As a matter of fact, the cities he mentioned have all two things in common. One, they're led by black mayors. Two, they're experiencing unprecedented drops in crime. And he knows it. But he also knows, no one's going to pay attention to that. He also knows that all you have to do is conjure up the specter of the black boogeyman, and the American population will just automatically go along with it. LA had a 60-year low in murders. What the mayor of Baltimore is doing is amazing, and it's caused precipitous drops. Chicago, the mayor, but they're black. And he knows that all you have to do is conjure up the specter of the black boogeyman, and it'll get you off the fact that the economy is tanking, that immigration is in tatters, that the Epstein files haven't been released. So all you have to do is either specifically say or infer black, and people will buy it. DC is not even in the top 25 in crime. Most of the states, if you look at the top 10, all but two of those cities are in states Trump won. But he didn't want to talk about that. If you're worried about crime, if that's what you worry about, then there will be a whole lot of other places you start with. Memphis is one of the only cities in America that hasn't had a drop in crime. It's had an increase. But that's in the state you won. That's in the state he won, so he's not going to worry about that. All you have to do in this country is conjure up the specter of crime connected to black people. America will buy it. Whenever you're in trouble, your economic policy is tanking, your immigration policy is off the rails, and people are wondering why your administration seems to be shielding the news of people connected with a pedophile. If you want to talk about that, always bet against black.